learn how to say no. What's up, if you're new here? My name is Josh. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, sometimes it's very hard for me just to say no. For some people, it might be easy to say no, but for me, for some reason, it is one of the hardest things to do. Saying no could be one of the hardest skills to learn, but sometimes it's the most freeing as well. Most of us grow up thinking that we have to say yes to everything and anything. Yes to plans we don't want, yes to people we don't want to hang out with at that moment, yes to just please people in general, because saying yes, honestly, it's a pleasing thing for someone else to hear coming from you. But every time we're saying yes to something we don't want, we're saying no to ourselves. Learning to say no isn't about being rude or anything. It's about, sometimes it can be protecting your time. You might be wanting to do something, like for example, work on a certain thing, and you don't want to say no to hanging out with somebody because you just don't know how to say no. And so you're like, you know what? This can wait. Instead, you could have just worked on that. But something that I had to learn as of recent is that if you don't set your own boundaries, someone is going to set them for you. So it's going to get to a point where you absolutely can't say no to someone with a certain thing because they're like, oh, you always say yes. How come you're saying no now? It's because you didn't establish that in the beginning. And the people who get mad for you saying no, those are the people benefiting you from you having no boundaries. Let them be upset. Life isn't built around their convenience. Like for example, me, there'll be times where I want to stay home and work on something or do something specific, and a friend would ask me to hang and I'd be afraid to say no, so I'd just say yes. That was my main thing. I'd just be afraid to say no to people hanging out. And when I want to do something else, when I could just be like, no. But for some reason, it's so hard for that to come out because I don't want to let that person down or something. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's that, but for some reason, it's really hard. But when you learn to say no, you actually start making room for things that matter. I'm not saying that whatever it is that you're saying no to doesn't matter at all, but some things that you need to prioritize that you're not prioritizing because you don't want to say no, now those things need to be fixed. I'll give you another example. I know I'm supposed to be reading at this moment. Let's say right now I'm supposed to be reading. Then I'm about to read. I haven't opened my Bible or anything yet, but I know that, let's say at 8, I'm going to read, okay? My friend calls me, yo, you trying to hang out, go to this place, boom, boom, boom. I'll be like, I bet. But I knew I had to read, and then I'll just get changed and go. What type of standards are those? Thankfully, that hasn't happened lately, but that used to happen a lot where with different scenarios. Okay, I know I gotta go to the gym. Then my friends invite me to go eat pizza, and then I go eat the pizza. And you don't have to explain yourself to anybody either. When you say no, just let it be a no. You want to do this? No, I'm studying. Yo, you want to do that? No, I'm grinding for this, for my future. If someone really respects you, they'll take that no and be like, you know what? That person can't do it right now. We got other times. That's it. People like me, I feel like we try to please the other person so much that in that moment we don't want to say no, because in the moment it feels pleasing to say yes, and for that person it might hurt you to say yes in that moment, but for them it's pleasing, so you're like, okay, they actually like this, so it's good. You convince yourself it's a good thing that you said yes, but in reality you were supposed to be grinding for this thing, but you say, oh no, tomorrow's another day. Why don't you just have that same mindset with hanging out with them or whatever you were going to do with them? Especially start saying no to those people who only take and don't give, because those things are just draining you. But that's pretty much it for this video. I kind of wanted to talk about a little struggle that I had. It was just saying no to a lot of people because I want to please them. And I don't mean in a way that, like, for example, being their friends or ever dating someone. None of those things. I mean, like, decisions I have to make, like, okay, do I want to do this? And then I'll say yes because I don't want them to be sad or mad or anything at me, so I just want to people please them. And yeah, but hopefully this can help some of you guys some way, shape, or form. But That's pretty much it for today. I love you guys. God loves you. Peace.